do I get through one night without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Oh, I need you in my arms, need you to hold. You're my world, my heart, and my soul. If you ever lay, baby, you would take away everything good in my life.
I was really young when I started thinking about like the story and the lyrics and the song. My dad, I started singing on stage when I was 5. So as a 5-year-old, interpreting a song, my dad would explain what the song was to me, and I'd be singing songs about they were way older, than way beyond my years and my experience. So my dad would sit me down and explain to me what the song was about, and I think that's why I had such a connection early on and was able to sing, these songs that were beyond my maturity level, because he explained them to me and somehow I grasped them. Listening to Patsy Cline and Janis Joplin and people who were they knew how to emote in their music and they knew how to bring a story to life. I think that's where I learned it from, and then with my dad explaining it to me, it just all kind of formed together to fit what I was doing, and that's just kind of how I learned. But as a songwriter, from the songwriter side, I remember really kind of, Diane Warren was kind of like my first songwriter that I became friends with, and she wrote several of my hits, and so that's when I kind of got pulled into the songwriting world and kind of got to see, I had a totally new respect for the songwriters that were writing my music. And now, of course, like the first thing I ask is, who wrote that? Mm-hmm. So, they're always the ones behind the scenes that don't get enough credit, but they're the ones who make our hits. And now I'm a songwriter myself and have been all my life, really, since I was a little girl, but never really kind of had the guts to do it and to actually have a point of view and say something until like the last 5 years. And writing my own materials, there's such a different connection. It really is. And to have fans connect with that it's pretty amazing.
Hey, tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I live without you?
Songwriting is it's such a personal thing for me to kind of lay out all my emotions right there on the table. And I could be going through something that day and decide to write about it. And the people that I write with, very fortunate that are friends of mine who, you have to kind of get past that. And we all do it. Even the most seasoned songwriters are like, well, should I throw this idea out because it's horrible? And then it's a really personal thing. Is everyone else going to think it's horrible? And oh my God, are they going to judge me for what I'm feeling? Once you get past that, then that's where the good songs come out of. And I love to co-write because I love to have a filter. I love to be able to have that constructive criticism and to be able to give it back. And especially when I'm writing for my own record, to be able to kind of have a full idea of a body of work that I want to create, and then just kind of let it happen. And I pick and choose great songwriters to work with who are, like I said, also close friends of mine or that I have a connection with, because it is such a personal process. So I've been really fortunate to work with a lot of great people, and I'm really proud of the way that I'm developing as a songwriter. I'm proud of what I've written.
How do I go on? You ever leave? Oh, baby, you would sing away everything. I need you when I'm dead. Baby, don't you know that you're everything good in my life? Oh, won't you tell me now? How do I live without you?
of the music kind of just comes out in the day, you know? Like, I really kind of, sometimes I'll walk into a situation having a song title and a verse and a chorus, or just lyrics, or just a melody, and then we might like start playing around with a groove and it completely changed the song. You know, I think it just happens, whatever happens in the room. I try not to control it as much, because I find when you try to control it, when you're there to write a hit song, it becomes something that's just contrived, and it never is a hit song. So when you kind of just let it happen, and you know, I don't always just write for myself and what I'm going to cut. I just let happen what's going to happen. I think, you know, Daryl Brown is probably the one that taught me to do that. Just don't go in with any kind of preconceived notion of what you're going to write. Just let it be, and that's where the best songs come from.
I